Well, I've got an idea. Right, at the end of this month, as you know, it's Halloween. Now, I don't mind it when them little kiddies knock on the door and their parents are there and all dressed up and whatever, give them a few sweets, whatever. That's fine. But when it's the older kids, like, 16-year-olds and all that, they're a pain in the arse. And they're the type who lob eggs about and all that. So this year, it is time to retaliate. And what I'm going to do is rig up, I'm looking at the screen, I do apologise, is rig up some of these capacitors. Alright? The lower the voltage, the better. And they obviously build up a little bit of pressure there and they vent off. So I'm going to show you. I know most of you know how to do it, but there's a few so-called nerdies out there. I mean, they call themselves that, so no offence, but they want to know how. So this is a capacitor. I'm not going to bore you with what it does and all that, but I'm going to show you how to connect them up and where to find them. You can find them anywhere. If you get some old circuit boards, my advice, right, is keep them, because on there, most circuit boards, you've got a whole load of diodes, alright, so you can make a nice power supply from them, and obviously these capacitors can be used again. Now I'll show you how to get them off of there in a minute. Let's see what we can do. It's definitely payback time this year. Right, well, I've not really done any close-up work like this, so I don't know how it's going to come out. I can't hold the camera, so I'm just hoping for the best. You need the soldering iron, alright? So the first thing, little tiny little bit of solder on the tip. And you want to tin these wires, because they're bare copper at the moment. So wet the iron, little bit on there, alright? And then you apply solder to the bare copper. And the same with this one, alright? Now, all you've got to do, because there's already a little bit of solder on this capacitor, so I'm going to put a little bit more, just a bit on each, one on there, one on there. Now all I've got to do is get that on there, big old blob there, look, doesn't matter though. Alright, this is very crudely, because when them people knock on my door, this is going to blow up in the garden. Yeah, that'll do. Right, that's on now. Connected reverse polarity. It's very important to reverse polarity, that. Obviously this would be negative, but it's going to be positive. You can blow these up using a 12 volt battery if the voltage is low enough. This one is. Or if you're in a bit of an hurry, use AC. So that's that. Now, I'll try. I'm sure most of you know how to get these off the circuit board, but if you don't, I'm going to quickly show you how to get them off. It is easy, but I can't fucking hold the camera at the same time. That's quite tricky, bear with me. Right, I don't know if you're going to see this. This is the capacitor I want to remove. Alright, and the two legs are on the circuit board, which is that one, right, and that one. Those two. So to get that capacitor out, it's probably going to go out of focus now. Alright, stuff some solder on there, wet it in there. Alright, grab the capacitor, just heat that up and pull it out. And there it is, you got it out. Easy as that. Any of these components. Likewise with a diode. If you want a diode out, just heat one up, heat that one up. And there you got yourself a diode. Yeah, nice long legs on it. Fully usable. Right, let's blow one up. Right, now I've hidden this capacitor in the room somewhere. And I'm going to turn on the juice. And let's see if we get our little smoke machine. It's going to stink. Power's on. There you are. Wasn't very impressive that one though, was it? Ooh, what a distinct bouquet. Little cloud of smoke up there. Right, I've wired up another one. Let's have another go. Wait for it, it's coming. It fucking stinks up here now. The old variac's humming a little bit, so it's pulling some juice. Oh, look at that, a bit more controlled this time. Increase it a bit more. A little bit more. Hey. Yes, I think that'd be alright for the old trick or treaters. Fucking hell, that one really stinks. They all smell different. That's rotten socks, that one. As always. Right, I'm going to put my ventilation system on and shift some of this shit. Right, so now I've got a few capacitors which should do the job. But of course if I get a persistent problem, then I shall just use AA batteries or D-size batteries. And 110 volt transformer should do that quite nicely. I'm going to have a little play.